Yeah, so as you can tell from the title, this is a story about the first time. No, it's not the first time. What? No, I can't say the first time. This is the story about the time I got in trouble with immigration, because there's no second time. No, yeah, about the time I got into trouble with immigration while I was doing my first year at the University of Namibia. So yeah, I was excited about being a first year student. Just arrived in Namibia and everything was new to me, new process, new school, new people, new friends. No, everything was just so exciting. And I must mention, so this story is to do with my study permit. So when you're accepted at the University of Namibia, you have two options. You can either start your study permit process in your country. So since I'm from Zambia, I had the choice of starting the process in Zambia at the Namibian High Commission, but I didn't, because yeah, I'm so wise. Yeah, so I didn't do that. I decided to go for the second option. So the first option is you can do it in your country at the Namibian High Commission, start the whole process, or you can do it when you arrive in Namibia, because they have that they have that option. Yeah, they have that option for you. So I opted to go for the second one. So when I arrived in Namibia, I was given 3 months in my passport, because I traveled by bus. So from Zambia to Namibia by bus, it's like a 24-hour journey. So got to the border, gave me 3 months. I'm like, yes, I have so much time to sort out my issues and I'm gonna have fun. So I get to UNAM, University of Namibia. I'll be saying UNAM just to make it, yeah. So I get to UNAM, finish with my registration, and some of my new friends were doing the whole study permit thing. Immediately after they finished with their registration, they went and handed in their documents, like photocopy stuff, filling forms and stuff. Excuse me. So the serious students did that immediately after registration. And no, like, I even told my friends, like, find out for me when we have to do this stuff and whatever. And yeah, one of my friends said, no, they said you still have time, like you can come at any time, you can go to the office in the admin and they can help you when you're ready to do your whole process. I was like, yes, I have time. And the study permit at that time was 1,500 rands, or 1,500 Namibian dollars. So you can use rands or Namibian dollars, either way. Yeah. So I had 1,500 on me, and I think I spent it on, I don't know what, clothes, maybe food, or fun with friends, I don't know, but I spent that money on something else, because I thought I have 3 months, and obviously in the next 3 months, from the pocket money and stuff that I'll get from home, I can raise that 1.5 and then do the thing. Yeah, so that's what I was thinking. So now my first month goes by, didn't do it. Second month goes by, didn't do it. Third month goes by, did not do it. And now I'm panicking. 3 months has gone by and the passport days are done. So I went to see the woman in charge of study permit, helping students with study permits at UNAM. So I went to see her and she said, no, since you're first year, we understand that you might have some problems and stuff, so you can come to me at any time during the course of the year and I'll be able to help you. Just make sure you don't go beyond June, was it July, somewhere there. So I thought, okay. So classes continued, going to school, what, and June came. I still didn't do it. I don't know why. Like, I got enough money during that year that I could have done it, but then for some reason I was just irresponsible. I wasn't taking things seriously. It was it was just fun and games for me. It was fun and games. I was so stupid. It was just fun and games. I wasn't taking things seriously. I don't even understand, like, when I think back to what was going on in your mind, that you thought people from immigration are your friends. Immigration are not your friends. Oh. Yeah. So June, July, and I still haven't saved my money or even gone to follow up the process. I was thinking, since she said I'm first year, I can do it at any time. So yeah, the first semester passed, yeah, in June. That's now second semester, July. I still haven't done my process. And then that semester also goes by. Then it starts clicking in my mind, because my friends started planning when they were going home. So that's around September. So this is a study permit that you're supposed to do in February. Like February 28th is the last day to hand in passports, like on a normal basis. But then, yeah, as I said, for first years they give you a bit more time, but it's supposed to be February that you're supposed to do that, start the whole thing. So now this is September, and little old me, I'm just chilling, having fun, meeting new people, going out, living my best life, caring for nothing. Yeah, so September comes and my friends are saying, I'm traveling by what? I got my passport back, my permit is, stamped into my passport, and I'm thinking, whoa, hey, I do not have a permit in my passport. What am I going to do? So then I remember the woman in the admin that's supposed to help students with their permits. I go to her office and she's not there. And she wasn't there. Like every day I would go to school. It was either I went at wrong times or I don't know. But then it just worked that I never got to see her whenever I went to school. So now I'm stressing. Stress all the way until it went to September, October. Yeah, October. I think exams had started by October already. Still the same thing. I couldn't see her. Then one of my friends who was also late, like me, a very wise student, went to see her and she told him off. She said, you can't expect me to help you at this time of the year. I'm not helping anyone. If you want help, go to Home Affairs in town. Yo! Home Affairs offices are the scariest place, like ever. Like every time I'm in a foreign land, Home Affairs is the worst place I can imagine going, because it's just too much. It's too much work, too much stress. Like it's just heavy. So yeah, she said, I'm not helping anyone. If you need something to do with your Home Affairs, payment, what, go to Home Affairs, because the time that I said I'll be helping students has already elapsed. So now I'm stuck. Yeah. So yeah, October was exam time, so I couldn't really take time out of my day to go. Home Affairs always has lines because there'll be so many foreign students and just people getting work permits and the stuff. So you'd be there for hours in a line. So I couldn't put aside time from my study time to sit in the lines at Home Affairs. So I decided, okay, I'll just sit for now. After my exams, I'll go and sit in those lines until everything is done. Thinking life is just this easy road and everything will go fine because I'm a nice person and people will like me and they'll help me because I'm just the one. Yeah. So now it's November. It's November. My friends have gone home, most of them. Yeah, like immediately, like the same day exams ended, a lot of my friends were like flying out, buses, what. Within a week, everyone was like gone. And I could count, like my friends were like, there's one day, there's another one day, and it started becoming lonely. and now I was freaking out. So I go to Home Affairs. That was now towards the end of November, because yeah, by this time I had spent my money. Yeah. I kept getting enough money to, like, for the passport, for the permit, 1,500 rands, but I always spent it on some nonsense. So by now November came and I had spent that money, so I had to wait to get enough money to go back. So now it's the end of November and I tried the process. I didn't realize that holidays are such a big thing in Namibia. People travel, like, to the coast, out of the country, to their farms, to the villages. No, it's home, back home. So lots of people in the offices at Home Affairs were already gone. Like, there's practically no one there. You know how when you go to an office, there's like a, can I say, a hierarchy or steps that you have to follow? Like, the thing goes to this office first, then it goes to this one, then it goes to this one, then it goes to this one, until everything is done. Now the problem I had is, let me say, this person at the bottom is there, then the person here is gone home, the person here is gone home, and maybe this one is there, but now since the two beneath are not there, how do you expect the thing from the bottom to get to the top? That's the problem I had. So there was no official or official, yeah, is it? The person, yeah, the official that was supposed to help me with certain parts of that process. Some of them were not there anymore. So that's now where the problem was. I was stuck. There were no people in the offices. Because I was so wise and I thought, wow, immigration, you know, the people at immigration are my friends. I can do my thing anytime I feel like and everything will go fine. Well, no, Tasha, that was dumb. Dumb. So there's no one in the offices. And now I'm panicking. Luckily, I had my cousins who were living in Namibia, so I told them about my problem, and my cousin said she would help because she knew someone at Home Affairs. So she tried to help me, but then, she tried to help me. Oh, I think I'm coming up with a cold flu. It's very cold. Yeah, so she tried to help me, but I don't know, it just didn't work. Like, the guy who she approached said he was going to help me, and then she went and met him and something, and then nothing happened, and she had to travel to Zambia because it was holiday time and she had already booked her flight, so she couldn't wait because of me. Like, it was going to be so expensive. So she left, but then she left me at my uncle or family friend's house, so I wasn't alone. I was with family friends, but they too, they're also Zambian, so they also had to go home. They also had to travel home, and people can't stay because you decided to do something stupid and dumb and not do your process, and you expect a whole family of people to chill and say, no, we're going to wait till she gets control of her little mess that she created on her own because she thinks she's so important that people will stay and wait around for her nonsense. No, so they had to travel as well. So yeah, family friends, like the parents and the younger children, they traveled, so I was only left like with their adult sons and nephews, kind of. Yeah, so yeah, like nephews and stuff, but then it's not the parents, so they're just there, you know, having, it was now early December, they're there having a light December holiday, chilling with friends and stuff. And so yeah, everyone that I could have asked, like, for, you know, uncle this, cousin this, they had gone. So now the days are moving, it's approaching Christmas Day, and my mom and dad are worried, like, what's going on? So now, you know, the story has changed. Now I have my money, I have my 1,500 rands, I'm ready to go and get my process done, but there's no one to help me at Home Affairs because everyone has gone home for the holiday. So now I'm stuck. there. So, so luckily for me, the guy I was seeing, my boyfriend, who is still yeah, so from first year, you know, serious things, guys. So that time, yeah, at that time he was my boyfriend. So my boyfriend's older brother, so you can say my brother-in-law, knew someone at Home Affairs, but then I didn't ask him like before if he knew anyone. But then at that time now, things were rough. Even my guy at the time traveled home, so I was just there now. Just imagine, you're in a foreign country, it's approaching Christmas, everyone is gone, people are asking you what's going on, and you're stressed, and it was a stressful time. I was thinking, what am I going to do? Because I couldn't just sit, you know, in Namibia waiting for the next year, because then registration will come and then they'll say you're no longer first year, you're second year now, so can we see your visa, your permit, what's your permit number? And then she never got one, she doesn't have one, so you were illegally in the country for a whole year. Hey! It was stressing me out because it was almost a new year. So yeah, so my brother-in-law said he knew someone at Home Affairs. So at that time I was like, please help me talk to the person and what. So he did that. He called the person at Home Affairs, and it turned out to be someone who worked closely with the top boss there at Home Affairs. Yeah, so she worked for the top boss. So remember that I said the bottom, then hierarchy or steps. So she was somewhere at the top working for someone up there. So we could jump from there too. That was the thing. That was the good thing about that. So yeah, he talked to her and she said, okay, tell Natasha to come and see me and what. So I went to see her. That was like in the morning of a certain, I don't know what day it was, but I went to see her in the morning. I explained to her. She's a really nice lady. She didn't like grill me or stuff. She just asked, are you ready with the money? Can you fill in the forms for me? So I had already filled in forms before, but then just, you know, to make it I don't know, like I already had filled in forms in an envelope for Home Affairs, but just because I was so like relieved, she gave me new forms and I filled them in again, and there's like a lot of paperwork for a first year student. I filled them in right there in her office, gave her everything, even my passport. I gave her my passport and I left them there with her, and she told me to give her the 1,500 as well, because she was going to pay for me at the cashier's office in the building, because there's a cashier's office downstairs like for everyone at the ground floor, but then there's another one in the building somewhere. Yeah, so she said she was going to pay for me and stuff, so I was like, oh, thank you so much. And yeah, and she told me come back. She told me come back after 2 days, I think. So after 2 days I went back. She called me in the morning. She's like, Natasha, your permit is almost ready. There's just one step that you have to take. You have to go for an interview with the lady that's going to allow you to get the permit. So I was like, oh my god, allow things still. Yeah, so I got ready, guys. That day, you know, when you're in the shower, you're even doing some praise and worship songs, praying. I became a religious extra, like I'm a Christian, but that day I was like, you know, it's like there was a white dove flying over my head, you know, like that angelic ring. That day, shouting, singing some gospel songs. The Lord will help me through. Even though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I shall fear no evil, nothing, what. That was me that day. Prepared myself, you know, dressed nicely. You know, I don't go to important people's offices, dressed funny, small things tight, what. I dressed in a respectable manner, nice long dress, covered up, nice little respectful hairstyle, not too much makeup, just looking like a sweet child that I am deep down, sweet child that I really am. So yeah. So I got to Home Affairs. I called the lady. She told me to, yeah, the lady that was helping me. I called her, and she told the security guards to let me up to her floor, and then she told me to sit and wait. I think I waited for 30 minutes, and then the other woman who was supposed to help me came and said, let's go this side to my office. Yeah, so I sit opposite her, and there was someone else there. It's like a big office. I think that's where the stamp and everything. So it's a big office. So yeah, so like I'm facing her, then there's someone this side, and the person who was this side was like she was angry for some reason. Like, yeah, so who's this one now? Who's this one coming in at this time? What does she think she is? Who are you? Why are you coming now? So now I didn't know who to like. Am I supposed to concentrate on this one, or should I like do double things, like answer this one and also tell, yeah, meme, what? You're like, if you want to say ma'am, or yeah, ma'am, you say meme in Namibia. So I was like, yeah. She say, oh, no, meme, please God. It was hectic. So now she's grilling me with questions. The other one on the other side is also grilling me with questions. Yeah, you think you're special? What? Yeah. I was sweating. So yeah, the conversation with the main one now, it went like this. So, when did you come to Namibia? I said, I came to Namibia in January. Why are you still here in December? Yeah, December, right? Why are you still here in December? It's almost Christmas and your things are not done. Why? And I said, ma'am, excuse me, I don't know why. At that point, I forgot that I was singing praise songs in the morning when I was preparing. The lies came in. It's like, no, ma'am, things have been very hard. I didn't have money. Like, I've been struggling to get the 1.5 from January. I didn't have the 1,500. And she's like, why didn't you ask? Like, if you ask your friend today, you ask this one for 100, this one what? From January, you would have had that money. What? I'm like, no, I didn't get it. And no, things haven't been fine at home. Lies. Yeah, the things haven't been okay at home. What? And she started like softening up. She's like, so how have you been surviving then if you're saying things haven't been fine? So I say, no, yeah, because as you guys know, well, if you don't know, I love doing my hair. I do other people's hair when the mood is there. I do other people's hair as well. Yeah. So I said, because I have a friend who owns a salon. So sometimes I used to go and like chill at a salon and do little jobs. Like if she had a big, let me say, a group of models, I would go there and help her get them ready, and then she'd do my hair for free or stuff. You know, just those friendly exchange of goods and services. We're gonna do that, yeah. Friendly exchange of a service. I help you and you help me too with my hair, free weave and stuff. So I said no. When I was broke, I would go and work in a salon. And she's like, what? You work in a salon? You know that you're not supposed to work when you're a student. That's even illegal. Yes, more illegal. I thought you were just overstayed here illegally, but now you're even including that you were working. I was like, no, not working really. Yeah. I'm digging myself into a grave. I was like, no, ma'am, not working. I wasn't getting paid. Like, she just do my hair also. It wasn't something like getting paid, and she's just a friend of mine, not even something commercial, you know. Oh, there's something commercial. Like, it's not like a big, it's just my friend's business. It's like, no, but still you're working, you're supposed to have a work permit for that, you can't do such things. on a student family. I was like, no, it wasn't even like that. Like, I just go there and help her to wash people's hair, then she would give me some clothes. Yeah, so it was now stories. I put it on those now puppy dog eyes. Eish. And she said, so firstly, 1, you were here illegally for this whole year, right? 2, you said you've been working. So let me tell you what your actions will result in. It's either you stay, I don't know if it's accurate, or maybe she was trying to scare me because like she's like, this damn girl, let me teach her a lesson. So yeah, so she said it's either you spend 3 months in jail here in Windhoek, or you pay 12,000 rands or 12,000 Namibian dollars, then we release you. So it's either you pay 12,000 Namibian dollars or 12,000 rands, or you do 3 months in jail. So think about that. And she stood up and went, and I sat there. I think she left me there for like 10 minutes or something. It was like the worst 10 minutes of my life, guys. I was just thinking of those jail cells. Like, so everyone will know that I've been in jail before. Like, what if, you know, those stories you hear about jail? I was going through torture. Like, my mind was just, you know, I don't know if they're new episodes, but I loved watching The Boondocks. I know that joke, don't drop the soap. I was thinking of all sorts of things, like, what if I get molested? Like, how come I'm not looking something else? Is there food in jail? Like, do they watch TV? Do they change clothes? Obviously not. Then what? 12,000 rands. Where am I going to get 12,000 rands? Like, it's Christmas. People have use for their money. Like, they're traveling. What? You know, mom and dad, I call them and say, I need 12,000 rands. Like, they gave me the money to pay for this thing a long time ago. It was just the worst. So now, remember I said there's a lady at the other side. It's like, yeah, you're going to go to jail. You're going to learn. Why do you come to a foreign country if you don't have the money? If you're going to be dumb here, why did you come to a foreign country? You should have stayed in your country. Why are you bringing us stress? And you think you're clever, huh? You know that there's supposed to be steps that you're supposed to follow. Now, for you, instead of going from the ground office, you just go straight and jump into the higher office. Remember I said the person that helped me was in the higher office. So she's like, yeah, you think you're clever. Instead of following the steps, you decided to go and jump into the higher office like you're somebody special. Who do you think you are? You student, what? You know, that's when I realized that I'd actually offended her and the other woman, because like I jumped. I was like, boom, boom, to the top. So they felt insulted. Yeah, you thought you were clever. You're jumping to higher offices. What? Today we're going to teach you a lesson. Pay 12,000, my dear. Go to prison for 3 months. Yeah. I was so scared. Then she went out. I don't know where she went. But then the lady came back alone, and I was so happy that she came back alone. The one who said in front of me, she came back alone. So she goes like, my dear, I don't know how to help you, because like you've committed an offense. According to immigration, you're supposed to be excuse me, according to immigration, you're supposed to be done with your whole process by now, and you're not supposed to work, but you already said you were working. Then at that point, like, my eyes just teared up. Like, my eyes became watery. I was blinking, you know, trying to keep the tears. It's like, keep the tears from falling, but just let a little bit, you know, drop, so that you can see that this one is now sad. Like, just do some things to her, like, you know, touch her heart, throat, like her, you know. Yeah, I was just trying to give, you know, that emotion, like, make her feel sorry for me, but don't cry too much, because if the other one comes, she'll start laughing. Yeah, so puppy dog eyes with a little bit of tears and lots of blinking, sniffling and stuff. Yeah, so she says, yeah, anyway, it's Christmas, I need to go to Soccermund or something. She says something, I'm going to Soccermund, I don't have time for this. I've interviewed you, so I'm going to give you a warning. Yeah, so she said, I'm going to let you off with a warning. Next time, don't play these stupid games. You and every other student has the responsibility to do things in a proper way. I have to go to Sokomun for the holiday. I'm late. I have no time for this. So I'll let you off with a warning. Don't do this again. If you do this again, you're going to jail. And you're going to cross me. And I'll make sure that you go to jail. So she said, come back tomorrow. You can go home, come back tomorrow. And I was like, oh, thank you, ma'am. What do I do? At that point, I would have kissed her feet. No, if she said kiss my, I don't know. Let me not even go there. If she said do something, I don't know. If she said mop the home affairs or sweep the whole building or something, I feel like I would have done it at that point because I was so relieved. So she said, please leave me, go home, what, come back tomorrow. I was like, thank you, ma'am, thank you, ma'am. So I rushed out. It was like before she and I rushed out, went to the office of the lady that helped me. Said thank you. She said I should come tomorrow. She said okay, see you tomorrow, Natasha. What. And I went home. I was there early the next day. Hey, I was there early. I went downstairs, told the security that I was there. They called the lady, my friend, levels. They called my friend, the lady that helped me, and she said let her come up. So the security pass and what. I went to her floor, and then she said the golden words, your passport is ready, you have a permit, you can travel, everything is fine, you don't have to go to that other lady's office. She said it's fine, she's already gone home, she's already gone for a holiday. I was like, thank you God, God loves me. You know that I remember those prayers I was praying. Go back now to that serious question. Thank you, Lord. My testimony in Jesus' name. And so everything was fine. She gave me my passport, my family was there. I thanked God, I thanked her, I was so happy. I went home, called my mom, my dad, told them, your girl's coming home. I thank God because I was thinking I was going to be in prison during Christmas, New Year, and January. I'd only go back to school like February, March or something. That was a hectic time. So I thanked her. I was so happy. I went home, I called my parents, I told them I'm coming home for Christmas, and I traveled home. I was on time for Christmas. Everything went smoothly, and that's how it happened, guys. So that's the story about how I got in trouble with immigration. I would never ever do that again. Never. I learned my lesson. Never am I doing something stupid when it comes to immigration. So now, like other times, anything that involves immigration, I'll do it right at the time when they say it's between this time and this time. It's done. There's no negotiation, nothing, because I don't want to find myself in those offices, in those interviews again where they're looking at me like a criminal. No, it's fine. We're going to be good. We're going to be doing legal things only. So that's the end of my story time. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope to be doing more stories. It takes some getting used to talking on camera and just getting the feel of telling stories on camera. So I hope I can do this more from now on. Let me know if you have video ideas for me, things that I can do, any suggestions. Please comment, share, subscribe, and pretty much that's it.